Hello everyone, welcome to the Tech and Edu channel. In this video, we are going to have an interview with one of my friends, Tuğçe, and both of us are studying in Middle East Technical University in Ankara. And in this video, we will try to gain some insight from her regarding her major, which is psychology. So first of all, thank you so much for accepting the invitation. I hope it will be a beneficial and also a fun interview.
Yeah, I hope to.
Okay, first of all, please tell us a bit about yourself and from which city do you come from in Turkey?
Sure. Hello, everyone. First of all, I am Tuğçe, as you mentioned, and I am from Bursa, one of the most developed cities of Turkey. And I graduated from psychology in METU last year, actually. So I can be a psychologist
Yes,
right
officially
now.
psychologist,
Yeah,
right?
I'm in Turkey condition. Yeah, I'm a psychologist. And right now I'm doing a research internship at METU and developmental psychology field. And also I'm working as a volunteer in another association. It's called Rural Schools Alteration Network. And it's also focused on children and their families and also education. And apart from that, I'm also, volunteering in a project as a local coordinator. The project called Mind the Mind, and we are fighting to stigmatization of psychological disorders. And it is also a sub-part of a project that is called EFSA, European Federation of Psychology Students Association.
Oh, so you have many things to do at the same time, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully. And also,
there's also.
I am struggling with the application process of the master's, and hopefully I got approved. I got admitted by Leiden University at the Netherlands. Hopefully I wanna go next year.
Next year?
Yeah, this year actually.
This year?
Yeah, this September. But I'm waiting for the scholarships. Yeah. If not, I just cannot go.
Did you apply to other countries as well, other than Netherlands?
Yeah, I applied Harvard.
Okay.
But recently I got a mail that is not approved. So yeah, I mean my main focus is Holland, Netherlands. So, and I applied to universities and got accepted both of them. But also Harvard, that's it. So 3 universities at total. And yeah, I got admitted by Leiden.
Nice.
And
Congratulations for you.
Thank you.
I hope you can get the proper scholarship and then you can go to Netherlands.
Thank you so much. I hope to.
Okay. Now, usually choosing your major is one of the most important aspects in our life. Like after we graduated from high school, we think about which major are we going to pursue and everything. So, since you said you are studying, you study psychologist and you are becoming a psychologist now. Now, the important question will be, what makes you want to become a psychologist?
Okay, actually there are 2 answers to that question, and there are like helping people exactly. It's somewhat cliche, but yeah, it's true that we want to help people at the beginning and also explore myself. Because when I explore myself, know myself better, I can help people better. And I can understand people better. And it's all about myself actually. And I learned from psychology. And yeah, I mean, 5 years later, I become a more patient person.
After studying psychology.
yeah, more like grown, like more, how can I say, like open-minded. And these all the skills that psychology give me. And I think these are the most important things about you and your self-identity. These are the most important things. And yeah, sorry for that, but yeah, the main thing is I did want to help people. And later that as I said, explore myself and change the world. Because I am a lead, I kind of feel like I am a leader and I have leadership qualities. Yeah, I really want to change the world. And as you know, our school has a motto, so we can change the world. And actually, that inspired me a lot. And yeah, I really want to change the world through education and through psychology in a way. Because psychology has really many subfields, like more than 50. and you can be expert of one of them, and still you can help people in a, you know, like in a factory factory, or in a, you know, like in your clinical area, in schools, etc. There are many areas that you can help people. So that I chose psychology because I learned that, you know, there are many opportunities to work, and becoming a psychologist is like sounds cool also. Yeah.
Yes.
And I also explored that I am a good listener, and also it's an important skill, I guess, to become a psychologist, to study psychology. And also you like to research, like to read. Yeah, I think kind of.
So what I understand is like it is basically the combination of that you want to help people, and also you want to explore yourself.
Yeah.
And also at the same time you want to change the world. And as our
All of them.
motto as well, yes. And also it has so many like psychologists can work in many sectors.
Yeah, it's true.
That's really deep. Actually, that's a really deep meaning, and wow.
Yeah, hopefully,
you can do that. Hopefully.
Inshallah. As I said, I'm an idealist person, so I want to believe that I can do that, but still there can be obstacles that you can encounter. But still, I mean, I want to do that. So that's the important thing, I guess.
And so far you did that. I think you did great so far, like, by joining so many volunteering activities and also has become a research assistant. So it's very good for you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now there are many psychology departments in Turkey, and there are so many universities which has psychology department. Now my question is, why do you choose O2 over other universities?
The first thing is that it is a well-established university, and it's also a great history. And also, like, it's a public university rather than a private university, and I think it gives you a more freedom and more equality in terms of the people around here. And also, I like the ODTÜ culture, you say. Yeah, and I mean, heard from everyone that ODTÜ has a great culture, and ODTÜ has a great environment, and ODTÜ has lots of opportunities you can discover yourself. For example, the societies, right? So you can like go to also sport activities, you can go to cultural activities. There are really lots of opportunities. So I actually evaluated these opportunities, and I entered 3 or more societies. Yeah. And these opportunities help me to know myself. You know, at the beginning we talk about knowing ourselves, right?
Yes.
So these societies help me a lot because you know many people, and you interact with these people, and this interaction, I mean, help you a lot, teach you a lot. So I discovered myself here, I think, and as I said, I become more patient. I become a different person. And with the help of psychology department, of course, but with the help of these opportunities that METU gives me. And I mean, apart from that, it's really great campus here.
It is really great. It is a great campus. Really.
I lived here, so you know, you don't need to go outside for your needs. It's a great thing, I guess. And yeah, I mean, it has lots of benefits for me. Like, it's a public university, it has a great campus, it has lots of opportunities, and you know, you can advertise yourself like I am from METU, and it is a thing, of course. So yeah, I'm really glad that I chose METU.
The combination of the psychology department itself, and also the combination of the facility in the campus, like the societies and everything, helps you to discover yourself, as you said.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I totally agree with you. I think the campus is so diversified, and so many society with a really big area and with so many activities. I really feel like I can explore so many things in here, as you said. Despite I'm not studying psychology, I still can find like way to explore myself as well. So yeah, you're right. I totally agree with you. Okay, now the next question I think will be one of the most beneficial question in this interview, which is how is the psychology department system in Otto? Like, how is it? In general.
So maybe it will be beneficial to talk about also a prep school.
Okay.
We have prep school also, so in total it's 5 years. But you can take also an exam to be exempt. But I did
The preparation, yeah.
yeah, I did the preparation. So it was 5 years. But in psychology department, there are some must courses and there are some elective courses. And as I said, because it has many subfields of psychology, there are also many elective courses you can choose, but also must courses like social psychology, there are must. Developmental psychology must. Industrial psychology, it is a must course. And also statistics and research methods courses are like the main thing actually to research in psychology. If you want to be an academician in the psychology area, and if you want to do a research in the psychology, you have to know that statistics and also research methods, of course. And we took 2 of them, both of them. So 2 statistics and 2 research methods classes. But unfortunately, they changed the curriculum.
Oh, really? Okay.
So yeah, now they are taking 1 statistics and 1 research methods. I think ours was more better.
Was it from the statistics department or was it from your department? The statistics first.
From our department, because we have many researchers, so they give the lessons actually. Apart from that, we have also elective courses. It can be a workshop course also. A workshop courses, I think they are really beneficial because you learn how to research, how to collect data, how to analyze them. So these processes are really important to become familiar with the research processes.
Can you give an example of the workshop course? I mean, we don't have it in engineering department. How is it done? How the workshop course done?
Sure. So, for example, workshop in developmental psychology, let's say. So, a professor have a project. So, she or he need to have many people to collect data. Okay. So she thinks that I can use my not friends, of course, but my students to do that, and they have workshop courses, and so you collect data for them actually, and also you transcribe the data later. So it's the content of the workshop course can be differed by the project.
It's like real life experience.
Yeah, kind of. For example, you go to interview with families, right? Or you go to work with children. And for example, last year I had a workshop course, and we went to another cities of Turkey to collect data from children to different schools. And also we did some phone calls with mothers to again to collect data and want them to do surveys. So these are also really great experiences for us because the real world, how is it processed?
Very important.
So unfortunately we don't have many options, many workshop options here. But if the professors have the projects, they mainly have the workshop courses for us. So yeah,
it is situational. Like the workshop course is like optional.
Yeah, it's kinda. If you need the people who will work for you, you have the workshop course. That's kind of like that.
How about the elective courses? From which semester did you start to have elective courses?
The first 2 years, we have mass courses, and also mass courses from psychology department and philosophy department also.
Philosophy.
Yeah, but last 2 years is full of elective courses. I can say. No, I'm really sorry for that. But the last year full of elective courses. But the third year has also mass courses, but also elective courses as well. So yeah, it's mixed in the third year. So it's the hardest.
Yes, it is the hardest. Yes. And this elective course is like, for example, in my department, let's say we have hydro, and we have several elective course. We will choose one of the course, but it is in the hydro, but it is related to hydro. I wonder it is the same case for you, or it's like you are totally free to choose.
Free to choose. Yeah.
Free to choose.
So, for example, let me give you an example. Okay, it's cognitive development.
Okay.
It's not related. Actually, it's related to developmental psychology, or it can be another. Let me check. I just forgot the elective course. There are also some elective courses related to other subfields of psychology. It can be traffic psychology also. We have traffic psychology, and there were some courses related to traffic psychology. Because I'm not interested in, I just didn't take the courses. But some people that I know took the courses, and they learned a lot actually about traffic psychology. So actually there are options, but it's related to professors, of course. Sometimes the options are really scarce, so you just cannot choose the day you want. And also we have like clinical psychology elective courses a lot. And because it's mainly, when you say psychology, people understand that, psychotherapy.
Psychotherapy, mental health
but
problem and everything.
Yeah, but it's not about therapy. Okay?
It's not about therapy, okay.
Yeah, it's just kind of a subfield of psychology. Psychology is like ocean. So it is like I said, it has many subfields, and clinical psychology is one of them. So we had also clinical psychology electives. It was a lot. But if, for example, I don't want to be specialized in clinical psychology, so it was hard for me to, continue to courses. But still, I just want to learn from them. It's also because it's also about discovering yourself. And for example, we had an elective course all about trauma. Okay.
Trauma.
Yeah. We learn about trauma, but also we learn about ECHOs, the schools of psychology. It was really nutritious, I think. I really liked the courses actually, but I also wish to more courses related to developmental psychology. And also I can mention the internship.
Yeah, okay.
We have a compulsory internship, and as I heard from other people from other universities that they are saying that we don't have a compulsory internship. Yeah, so they are free to do or not, but we have to do to graduate. So we had one internship. Yeah, it's like third year summer. Before fourth year.
Okay.
So you can do in the field whatever you want. It can be clinical psychology, it can be development psychology, it can be a kindergarten, or it can be an industrial psychology. So you can work as a human resources people. So it's really varied, but it's hard to find a place.
Yes.
Of course. Yeah, I struggled a lot because it was like post-COVID, so it was hard for me.
Actually, because of the situation, I think.
Yeah.
But how long is the duration for the internship?
1 month.
The maximum, like.
1 month. The compulsory timeline is 1 month, of course, but you can do more, I think. But summer is limited. So, yeah, it's up to you. But the must timeline is 1 month.
I only find I find one thing interesting in here when you said you have these traffic psychology courses. The psychology student learn the traffic psychologies, while I'm a civil engineering student. We learn how long the duration of the red light and the yellow light, and also decide on the intersection. So I think it is one of the topic in which our department intersect with each other. And I think it's good.
Actually, psychology, like I said, it's the ocean. So
touch everything.
Yeah, you're right.
It's the medicine and so many other things.
Yeah. I like it has, as far as I know, it has 56 subfields. 56.
56.
It's not less.
It really is an ocean, yeah.
Yeah. So there are really so more of course opportunities to work in that sense.
Okay.